because she's thinking of this as a very passionate thing, right? Right now, to me, it's only a hobby. Like, until I get to 1,000 subs, I only really see this as a hobby. Sorry if that offends any of y'all who are subscribed to me, but yeah, I only see this as a hobby right now. So until I get to 1,000 subs, I won't really treat it as a job. I said those words 1 week and a few days ago, and exactly 1 week after, we hit it, guys. We hit it. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh my. Holy shit. No, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. It's just that I can't believe it. Holy. We hit 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers in like, what, 9-10 months? Which is like a bit over 115, maybe 25 a week. Which I also very appreciate. Holy. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I don't feel like I deserve any of you subscribers, honestly. Because, yeah, my schedule is complete bull. Like, I'm not sure how anyone can actually like my content, and I'm happy, right? Also, I'm happy that I haven't got any comments that are like, hey, yo, why haven't you been uploading? It's because, yeah, I have a life. Like, yeah, I'm happy I haven't gotten any of those comments, because it shows that you guys understand that I've told you guys about this multiple times, so that I actually have stuff to do and all of that. But yeah, I guess I start my intro. Hey guys, it's me, Fusion What Ifs. Hey Fusion Army. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call you guys now, Fusion Army. Finally reached 1,000 subs. Let's go. But yeah, I just need to get that. Dang, I'm shedding some tears, bro. I still can't believe I reached 1,000 subs. It feels like a dream. But yeah, now that I reached 1,000 subs, and like I said before, and you know the clip I played before, this is finally gonna start turning into a job. That means that my schedule is going to start being hammered on. I'm going to start putting punishments for myself if I mess up. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. If Fusion What Ifs, if you guys want me to do a Q&A, I'm willing to do that for my 1,000 sub special. If not, I can just upload a new What If or something like that. But if you guys want me to do a Q&A, put it down in the comments, and yeah, I'll check. So, sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's start this off. Well, I can't really start this off since I'm not doing this right now. But I said the wrong words, damn it. What I meant was, I'm ready, I'm in my chair, I got my water. And without further ado, play my intro. Now that's done, let's get straight into this. Sorry, I'm still a bit excited that we actually hit 1,000 subscribers. God damn. Okay, let's get straight into it. This is What If Deku was Yamamoto Part 2, if you guys don't see the thumbnail. And yeah, let's get straight into it. We start off the next day after I ended off, right? So right now, Izuku is currently walking to school. He's wearing his uniform and all of that. And he walks to school. This time he finds Class 1A a lot easier, because all he has to do is just search for the strongest Ryatsu. The strongest teenage Ryatsu. Because that's how he's going to find them. Because remember, right, 1A is composed of apparently the strongest. So, the strongest teens that they could find. Or, took the exam. So, that means that, yeah, they should have some pretty high Ryatsu. If I didn't mention this before, I'm going to say no. Technically, everyone's going to have Ryatsu. It's just that, they can't use it, okay? Everyone has Ryatsu, they just can't use it. And, yeah. He goes in and he walks into class. While walking into class, with his enhanced hearing, he hears the person that he hoped wasn't in his class. He hears Bakugo Katsuki. So, like anyone, he goes to the door and he opens it. When he opens the door, he sees Bakugo talking to the blue hair boy that he previously scolded before. Bakugo going, you damn elite. Were you born with that stick up your ass, or was it always there? And this is when he does like such vulgar language. come on, we're classmates. And he's like, I don't care if we're classmates. If you think you're better than me, I'm gonna kill you. And then Ida's like, you would kill me, your classmate? And, Izuku's just watching all of this happen, right? This is when Katsuki, or, Bakugo, yeah, I'm called Bakugo. Bakugo looks and he's like, damn, Deku, how did you get in? How did you get in? And this is when Ida looks forward and, he sees Izuku. And he walks up to Izuku and he's like, my name is Tenya Ida. I just really apologize for scolding you during the written exam, or, practical exam, my presentation, and the practical exam. It seems that you knew what you were doing and you did the extra part of the exam. You truly are an excellent student. This is when Izuku just replies, no. I really didn't. I just saved her because of the thing a hero would do. This is when Ida's appreciation and respect for Izuku just grows, and he's like, well, can I please have your name? And this is when Izuku, yes, my name is Izuku Midoriya. This is when he hears a voice behind him. This is Uchaku, and he's like, I know that greenish white hair anywhere. It's you, the boy who saved me. And this is when Izuku turns around and he sees Uchaku, and he's like, nice to meet you. My name is Izuku Midoriya. And this is when Uchaku says, yeah, you already know my name, but I'll still introduce myself anyways. My name is Uchaku Uraraka. Nice to meet you. Again, thank you so much for saving me. This is when Izuku says, it was no problem. It's what a hero would do. And, they start talking a bit, and this is when Izuku senses a pressure, and he's like, or, another Ryatsu. And this is when he's like, so the teacher's already here. Everyone's confused by this. This is when a sort of a yellow sleeping bag comes out of behind the desk and just crawls. And this is when everyone's like, wait, caterpillar? I can't speak. A caterpillar? And, the caterpillar stands up. He's like, oh my god, a huge caterpillar. This is what, Kirishima says. And it starts opening, and he's like, Kirishima's like, oh god, no, what is this monstrosity? And this is when Aizawa just pops his head out, and he's like, you're sharp. That's good. Well, it took the rest of you guys like 5 seconds to notice me, which isn't gonna cut it. My name's Shoto Aizawa. I'm gonna be your homeroom teacher. Take these gym clothes and UA gym clothes, whatever, and go change. We're gonna be doing a quirk assessment. This is when Izuku's gonna go grab his, gym clothes. But this is when Uraraka's like, wait, but don't we have orientation? This is when Aizawa's like, I thought I would need to explain this, but sure. Orientation won't help you become a hero. Straight, simple facts. All you need right now is to learn, experience, and gain that sense. Everyone's confused, but this is when I was like, just go already, like the kid that went before. Pretty sure his name was Izuku Midoriya, right? Smart kid, not gonna lie. This is when everyone else looks and he sees that Izuku's already gone. And this is when everyone, rushes out. They go to the changing room, and when they get to the changing room, Izuku's already changed, bro. And they see Izuku, and Izuku is ripped, bro. Like, Izuku is packing. Sorry, that came out wrong, but still. Izuku is ripped, more or less, right? And, he heads out and he goes to the field. While waiting in the field, he sees Aizawa. He strikes up some small conversation here and there. And this is when... what's it called? Shoot. Yeah, this is when everyone else comes out, right? When they all come out, this is when Aizawa's like, okay, you, Bakugo Katsuki, you did pretty decent on the entrance exam. Throw this ball as far as you can. This is when Bakugo grabs the ball and he screams, die! And the ball goes a whopping 708.21 meter, I'm pretty sure. And just everyone's surprised. And everyone's like, Mina's like, this is going to be so cool. And this is when Kirishima's like, yeah, I can't wait to use our quirks. And this is when Aizawa was like, fun, huh? How about this? The person who comes in last gets expelled. Everyone's like, wait, no. People are, arguing. It's like, you can't do that. This is when Aizawa's like, what do you mean I can't do that? What do you mean it's unfair? Everything in this world is unfair. It's a hero's job to combat this unfairness. So, yeah, stop whining like babies. Sorry, needed to have a little water break. But yeah, everyone just has sighs and starts doing this. Ida's like, in his head, he's like, so this is what it takes becoming a hero school, huh? I'll do my best. And every day start doing the exams, right? And everyone from the start can tell that Izuku is just dominating, right? Uh, Short distance race, he wins. He gets a whopping 1 second. This is him holding back. Yes, holding back. Remember, he has 80% of his Ryatsu sealed at all times. So yeah, he's holding back. He gets there in 1 second. Long distance race still wins. This surprises Ida. Well, not really, actually, because he already saw Izuku's speed. So, he's like, yep, I probably won't come first on this, but I'll do second, at least. Grip strength completely destroys it. Side to side lunges. Bro, do I even need to explain the rest of them? Like, come on now. Bangers. This is when Aizawa says, Midoriya, your turn. This is when Izuku pulls up and he reels his arm back. And he's about to throw it. A cloth comes directly at him. He dodges this cloth and he looks by and he sees Aizawa. He's like, Aizawa sensei, what are you doing? This is when Aizawa is like, stop holding back. And everyone's like, wait, he's been holding back this whole time? And this is when Shoto is intrigued. Shoto, I mean like Todoroki. Yes, fuck it. This is when Todoroki is intrigued and he's like, holding back. Doesn't mean that he's not using his quirk. This is when Izuku's like, I can't exactly do that. And my quirk can cause serious collateral damage, but I can show you the full extent of my power without using too much of my quirk. Aizawa not, because he saw what Izuku did to the 0 point, and he's like, if that wasn't his full power, then we need to be careful. When Izuku goes back to the circle and he starts charging up, right? Everyone sees a sort of red aura surrounding Izuku, and everyone's like, wait, what's this? And this is when everyone else feels like heat, like this heat that's emanating off of Izuku's Reiatsu, and they feel this pressure, almost like gravity has increased and the world looks kind of black and whitish. Everyone's like, what is this power? And this is when Izuku just throws the ball. And as he throws the ball breaks through multiple sound barriers and seems to just vanish. This is when Aizawa looks at his phone that can see the distance, and he just smirks. It's a scary smirk, but he smirks nonetheless. And he turns the phone to the kids, or the other classmates, and they see it. What? 2,000 meters? And, everyone is like, holy yo, what? And Bakugo is pissed, and he starts blasting towards Izuku, because Izuku's not using his Ryatsu anymore. He's like, you damn deku. And this is when Aizawa actually started this time. Izuku just lets it go. Aizawa's like, Bakugo Katsuki, if you pull that move, if you try pulling something like that again, you might just be expelled. No, go back and change. This is when everyone goes back and they start changing. People start talking to Izuku, like Kaminari, Kirishima, and everyone else. He starts to get to know them pretty well. They talk a bit, and he starts heading home. While heading home, he starts walking. Yeah, right. End of the day, he starts walking. And this is when he hears two voices calling him. This is Ida and Ushaka. And they're like, hey, you're going to the station, right? This is when Izuku's like, yeah, I am. And Ida's like, then let's go together, as friends. Dang it, I can't do, my Ida voice isn't good. I'm just saying that right now. My Ida voice isn't good. So yeah, this is when Izuku's like, sure, why not? And Ochaka's like, yay, let's go. Yeah, my Ochaka voice isn't good either. My only good voice I have right now is All Might's. So yeah. And Kurama. Yeah, I can do a pretty good Kurama impression. So yeah. Wait, water break. Thank you. My throat gets kind of dry and sore after doing a what if. So yeah. They do on. And they go to the station. Izuku goes back home, eats dinner, talks to his mom, and goes to bed. but he doesn't really go to bed. He more meditates, right? But because of the way he's meditating, he can currently it feels his body. He tricks his body thinking that he slept, but he's actually still conscious, and as such, he's kind of lucid dreaming. But not the actual lucid dreaming, because damn, bro, that can do some stuff to you. So yeah, Izuku wakes up. Gets ready for school, and he goes to school. While going to school, I must say, yeah, the exact next day, he's going to school, and this is when he's at school, and everyone's like, "Who do you think is going to go to the heroics class?" And everyone's like, "I'm not sure." And this is when they can hear kind of like big footsteps outside. And it's like, wait, who is it? This is when All Might opens door, and he's like, "I am here." Going through the door like a normal person. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's All Might." And, everyone's going berserk. And, Izuku's just there, and he's not fanboying, because remember, All Might pushed Izuku over the side. Well, not literally, but, indirectly. So, yeah, he pushed Izuku over the side. So, Izuku's, appreciation and everything about All Might is lessened, right? Even if what he said was true, like, it still hurt. So, and he was kind of petty in this one. So yeah, he just doesn't react, right? He's trying his best to bottle the anger inside of him, because if he doesn't, he could potentially kill All Might. And I'm not joking to you guys. Like, I'm just saying it now so everyone can understand. If some of y'all don't understand, no one in this world is gonna give Izuku a run for his money, right? Every time someone stronger comes, Izuku will just pull out a new move. And I don't mean something out of his ass. I mean, like, let's say against Overhaul, right? This is going to be kind of a spoiler. Against Overhaul, right? What's he going to do? He might just pull up with a Shikai or Bankai. Just end him. One slash. No mercy. Like, I'm not joking to you guys. Like, Izuku could do those things. He could potentially one-shot All Might if he tried his hardest to. So, yeah, he's trying his best to hold back. And, he's doing pretty well since, no one can feel his Ryatsu. And, his killing intent. This is when All Might starts to explain the hero versus villains. And they go outside. Everyone gets their hero costumes ready. Or, costumes ready. And they all come outside. And this is when All Might's like, wait, we're missing someone. And this is when he looks back. And he's like, hey, have you guys seen young Midoriya? And, he's like, Midoriya. That name sounds familiar. It's probably nothing. This is when Izuku comes out, right? And he's wearing exactly what Yamamoto's wearing, right? He's wearing a black shuhakusho with a white hiyori on top of it that has a sort of diamond crest on the back. In the middle of it, that has the sign for Ichi, which is one in Japanese. Yes, I went through a lot to learn this, guys. Please don't bash me in the comments. So yeah, only thing that he does not have here is the cane, because yeah, he's not gonna really be using the cane unless he's gonna he's decides direct the complete shit out of everyone. So yeah, he comes out, and then everyone starts complimenting his suit. Araka comes up and he's like, "Dang, that's a nice suit. That's a nice hero costume. Midoriya. She's saying I'm humming. Okay, so that's a nice hero costume, Midoriya. Mine's pretty good too, because I didn't want it to be so skin tight." This is when Izuku's like, thank you for the compliment, and yeah, it looks fine. And this is when Uchako blushes a bit, because yeah, she's embarrassed. No crushes right now. That isn't the ship. If there even is gonna be a ship, this might just be no ship, honestly, because I don't see a reason to do a ship. This is gonna be just pure Izuku madness, bro. Just him being a lone Chad in the wilderness, blocking every thirsty thought out there. Yeah, I need to stop speaking out my ass. Okay, let's get back into this. This is when All Might is like, okay, class, it's time to do the hero versus villains. Everyone come up, pick a ballot, which is like a ball, which will have your letter on it, right? Everyone goes pick the ballots, and it's the exact same as canon. And the teams are the exact same as canon, and the pairs are the exact same as canon. This is when All Might's like Team A and Team D, I'm pretty sure. Team A Team A, you will be the villains. Team D, you will be the villains. I mean heroes. Because Team D should be Izuku and Ochako. Team A should be Katsuki and Baka and Ida. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It really does not matter. So yeah, they all go in. And this is when Izuku is just kind of staring. Well, not at anyone particularly, he's just staring off into space. This is when Uchako kind of just taps on his shoulder. And, he jolts back and he's like, what? And, Uchako's like, are we gonna, like, plan something? And this is when, Midoriya's like, Izuku is like, okay, more or less, I'm gonna need you to go after the bomb, okay? If you want a plan for Ida, just try aiming for his legs or try to get a single touch on him. When you do that, he can just float away. I'll handle Bakugo. He's coming for me, okay? He doesn't really like to do collateral damage to other people, I think. I'm not really sure. But yeah. Sorry my voice sounds hoarse, right? My voice also sounded very hoarse at the beginning, right? So I sounded very unenthusiastic. But I am very excited I got 1,000 subs. I thought I'd just mention that right now. Because I might sound very unenthusiastic, but that's just how I am at some point. Like, I really can't show my appreciation well. Yeah, really can't show my appreciation well. Because, don't really do it much. Because, no one to really be, appreciative of. So yeah, let me get back into this. This is when All Might says, heroes, you may enter the building. And they enter the building. While entering the building, Izuku immediately senses Bakugo and Ida. This is when he's like, Bakugo's on the 5th floor, he's coming down. By the time we get to the 2nd floor, he should be down to where we are. When we're at the 2nd floor, I need you to leave immediately, okay? Like, dip. Like, make sure he does not catch you. So when Oshako's like, okay, Midoriya. And they go up. I send you to 2nd floor, as Midoriya states, he was right. Bakugo is finally down to the 2nd floor, and he's like, damn, Dick, I'm going to put you in your place. This is when Izuku writes, when Izuku says, Uchako, run. And, Uchako makes a sprint for it. And, like Izuku guessed earlier, Bakugo didn't really care. He was so focused on Izuku that he didn't notice Uchako. This is when Bakugo's like, I can't wait to finally show you that you're beneath me. And, he pulls up and he goes for a right explosion. Izuku predicting this, grabs his arm and flips him over, judo style. And, Bakugo's like, did this nerd, this deku actually flip me over again? And, he's just getting more pissed. And, he starts firing a bunch of explosions at Izuku. This Izuku just dodges them easily, like no trouble at all. He could tank them, because remember, right, Izuku's Zanpakuto is literally has a fire affinity, right? It's like the strongest fire Zanpakuto, period. Like, come on now, right? I'm not even joking, right? I'm pretty sure we haven't seen a Zanpakuto that could surpass Yamamoto's in pure fire. Like, pure firepower. Like, I don't mean like any energy flashing. I mean like pure fire. Like, I'm not sure we've seen anything that can actually surpass it, but if we have, I stand corrected. So yeah, he dodges all of them, and Bakugo just gets even more pissed, right? And he starts working harder, which causes him to sweat more. And as such, he hears 2 clicks, and he's like, "Oh, you're so done." And Izuku's like, And this is when Bakugo starts explaining. He's like, you know how my quirk works, right? So you should know that I ignite my sweat. So if I ignite enough sweat, I should be able to, let's just say, blow up most of this place. And Izuku's like, wait, you wouldn't. And he's like, yep, I stored up a bunch of sweat in these gauntlets. They have a sort of double safe system. This is when, he pulls back both grenades and he points both of them at Izuku. So when All Might's like, Bakugo, no, don't. But random cut, I had something to do. I'm gonna start speed through this right now because I need to go to bed. It's like 10:10. That's funny. 10:10 p.m. So yep, I need to finish this up. More or less, he pulls the gauntlets and he throws it, explodes it at Izuku. At this, Izuku is like, part of my plan, right? because even though I said that he told Uchako to touch Ida, he also had a second plan in mind, right? That he also told Uchako about. It's like, yep, I'm gonna blow a hole like directly on top to like the first roof. I can't get there in time, and she's like, okay. And yeah, this is when Izuku's like, Bakugo, you've fallen for my trap card. I mean, sorry. This is when Izuku's like, Bakugo, you're so reckless. And this is when he puts up his arm. I know, he aimed it up and he screams. Well, not really screams, he just kind of says in a calm voice, Ikutsu. And he creates a massive wind pressure that blows a hole through the roof. And this is when Uchako pulls up, floats everything around, shoots it at Ida. Ida really can't dodge, so he runs away to the corner. Well, not really runs. He runs around. He dodges all of them, but it just gives Uchako enough time to get out the bomb. All Might says your teams win. Izuku comes back, and he gets named MVP because Momo explained that he made up the whole plan. Like, they heard him, like everyone in the room heard them strategize. So he's like, Deku or Izuku, Midoriya came up with a good plan, executed it well, and when push came to shove, he had a backup plan. So yeah, he's MVP. All Might's like, yes, that's right. Yarozu, and yeah, Izuku waits. He watches the other matches go by. It wasn't really anyone interesting except for for this one guy you saw that had red and white hair, who was named Shoro Todoroki, who he seemed to realize that had a sort of fire affinity too, because he could feel that his reaction was sort of like fiery but sort of icy too. So yeah, that happens. Izuku decides that, hey, finally time to go home. The class gets dismissed. He goes home. He's back in his regular clothes now, which is his uniform. He goes home with the crew. He when he finally reaches home, he goes, talks to mom, eats dinner, talks to mom a bit more, brushes his teeth, goes to bed. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave a like and subscribe. And for a new goal, let's try to get to 2,000 subscribers before New Year's. Yeah, before New Year's Eve. So yeah, let's try to get 2,000 subscribers for New Year's Eve. I know it's kind of ballsy since I just got to 1,000 subscribers, but yeah, guys, I'm on a roll. I'm gonna start enforcing my rule, like I said before, in my schedule before. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Without further ado, peace out.